I also want to talk about lead abatement. We heard lots of reporting the last year about the crisis in Flint, Michigan, and the children in that community that are getting poisoned by lead contamination in the water supply. And there is a crisis in Flint, and we need to deal with it. But what we don't realize is how many people, how many children in the state of Connecticut, thousands of kids, are affected by elevated lead levels due to paint and substandard housing in communities across our state. We've got some of the oldest housing stock in America, and we have a wonderful mechanism in place to make sure that children in Connecticut are getting tested for lead exposure. But the problem is what comes up next. And we've got some limited programs that provide some level of grants to help people remediate lead, but we are hearing from the communities that we need more tools. We need more financing options, that homeowners and landlords who are trying to make housing conditions better need access to loans, need more access to funding to deal with this issue, just to make sure that the kids in our state aren't suffering from the very serious consequences of lead poisoning and elevated lead levels. We've seen that lead has a huge impact on a developing child's brain, that it can cause cancer, that it could limit a child's brain functions, that it's even associated with whether or not a child is likely to wind up in jail. Every scientific study that looked at it has shown that lead has an enormous impact on a child's well-being, and we need to do everything we can in this General Assembly to make sure that landlords and homeowners have the tools they need to fix lead problems and address exposure to lead paint as quickly as we know that it's a threat. And so we're looking to give more tools right now, and I think the Banking Committee is a great place to start.